Welcome to the part 3 of building your own WordPress site using Ultimatum Theme Framework. Now today I'm going to walk you through on how I'm going to add these two different things, which is one is a slider, the second one is the merit section, which is as per the PSD. Now, if you look at the PSD actually shows that this background image or this background color does extend to the full length or the full width of the page. Well, this is definitely possible using Ultimatum framework and using a different method. However, the one that what I'm doing right now is, as I said earlier, I would not be using the same way. So probably just for the demonstration purpose, I would be using this background color, which would be for the container. And since I'm using Visual Composer, there are some limitations where the background color does not extend to the full width. So I have already contacted the Visual Composer team to help me out with the code. If in case I do find out this information, I'll definitely incorporate this and I'll show this to everyone. However, meanwhile, I will continue the way it is and also show you how this can be done. In future videos, I can show you how you can add a custom background for a container. Okay, so let's start with the first thing, which is adding these slides. So what I have done here is I go to my page. So in the home page, you would already see that the home page, I have already created this home page. And once I have created the home page, what I have done is I have gone to the settings section within your site or the admin panel. Then I go to readings, and in reading I have initially it was your latest post. So instead of latest post, I changed it to a static page, and this static page is, I'm calling my front page as home, which I have created and has saved. So I call this here, then click on save changes. So once I have done this, if I go to my site and refresh this, it would come up with this page which I have chosen in the reading settings. So now this is done. Now my next section was that I wanted to add a layer slider or the slideshow. So what I have done is, for that, first I go to layer slider, which is here. So I click on add new. Once I click on add new, I'm called with it comes up with the general settings or the global settings for this particular slider. So since I wanted this to be a full width, so what I have done is I have made it responsive. I've called it, I've said this has to be a full width slider. And the next setting that I have changed is the skin here. Now it's under the appearance. So what I do here is I call the skin within the options to say it is a full width, and then I'm going to give a background color as which was in our PSD. So I have the background color which I have saved here. So this is my background color, so which is what I have added here. So I have set a background color for this. Excuse me. So once I have done this, I have just clicked on save. Once I save this, I'm presented with these options to add my own slides. So now you see that it is adding my background color, which I have added here. And the next thing is, what I have done is, usually most of the people, what they do is they add the images here. So instead of this, what I do is I create a layer. So this is my first layer. So in this first layer, what I do is, this is an image. So I am adding my image, and the plus point or Um, the the pro of this is that you can move your image anywhere within this. See this? I can do this. So this is how it works when you actually add your image here on a layer. However, if you add it here, you will not be able to move this image. And another thing that many of you might not really know about this, but um, though the image has been added, sometimes what happens is this image will occupy the full width and sometimes it might look very stretched. So to avoid this, what I do is I go to the style section of the layer. I give the width here, saying this is my width, this is my height of the image, and I go ahead and save this. And if in case I want to add something else, I can create a new layer, add new things here. So this is how it is. Now the second thing, what I'm doing is I'm adding another layer. In this layer, I've added another image, which is here. So just for our demonstration purpose, and here again, I have given a width because this image width was too big, which was like, it was extending to this, and I was losing the background color. So since I wanted to showcase the background color as well, so what I have done is I have reduced the width of the image. Now, for our demonstration purpose, let's add another new slide, and you would notice that by default it comes with a background color because we have set this here in the global settings. Now I'm going to add a new image. So to add a new image, I just click within this section here, and then I go to upload my images, select files. So my files, I'm going to select my files. So let's say I want to have something neat and nice. So let's take this. No, all right. Slider open. Okay, it says re-upload. So let me delete this again and again. Oh, did I do the wrong thing? Yes, I did the wrong thing. So open. I think I deleted the other one as well, so I apologize for this. Okay, I'm just going to refresh this page once so that maybe there is an issue with because I was on this for a long time. So add new slide, go to this. Okay, luckily I have this here. So upload, select. Let's select slider 3, select. Alright, you see this 940 by 450, and you would see what happens when I insert this here. You see this? It occupies the entire width, and which I don't want to do this. So the next best thing that I do is I go to the style. I make my width as probably 900, and my height as the slider height as 300, and let's see. So I can move this here and it looks good, right? So I've done this. Now I click on save changes, saving it. Now I go to my page, and here I have added this as one row. This is a row. So first I click on add row. Once I click on add row, what I do is I go to the option here, and then just for demonstration purpose, let's do this here. So add row. So it has added here. So what I usually do here is I come to here, and you will see there's a layer slider. So now Ultimatum comes with these options. One is the layer slider, another one is a showbiz slider, and and beautiful ultimatum forms. So these two are good, really good, and also revolution slider, which I have not enabled because I'm just going to use the layer slider. So these three beautiful things has been bundled with every new ultimatum theme framework. So I click on this layer slider. So by default, because I have saved my slider ID as homepage slider, so I just need to click on, I need not do anything, it just comes up there. So I click on save and automatically it comes here. Since we have already added this, so what I'm doing is I'm just clicking on update. So this is done. Now I'm coming back to this one. I'm clicking on refresh. Now you see this. This is our slide 1. Here comes our slide 2. And here comes our slide 3. And you see this? So let's go to slide 3. It's so beautiful. Okay. Now this is what we want to achieve, and this is what we have. All right, that's great. Now we are done with the slider section. Now let's move to the merit section as per our PSD. So now what I do here is I go to this here. Again, what I have done is I have added another row, and in this row what I have done is I have called a text. So I'm just going to add my text, and you will see this is here. I've added this text here, but also something what you don't see here is this one. And the reason why you're not seeing this is because the font color here, I have chosen it to be white, and here if you see this, I make this change, you see this. So what I have done is I've added a font color of white, and it's a H2, and this is in a text, just like in our PSD. Yes, the fonts are different here. He's using a different font, and right now I'm using my current font, which is by default it is selected. So I have added this. So once I have added this, I click on save. Then here, just like here, what happens is once I've done this, I click on append to this column, and I have added a three row column, a three row column. So in this three row column, the first column I have added a text. So just to show you how I have done this, so add row. In this row, first what I have done is I clicked on add a text block. So save this. So this is done. Then append to this column, what I'm doing is I'm going to add a row. So this row, I'm going to say I want it to be a three column row. So I've done this. Then afterwards, what I have done is I've added a text block here. In this way, I have added three text blocks. So I just completed all this just so that this video is going to be more quick and more faster. So what I've done, I'll take you inside to show how I've added this. So first what I've done is I've added an image here. Once I have added an image, I have given I've added the title of this in a H3. After that, I've added text here, so I have given a different color for this. So once I have done this, you have another option here, which is for the CSS animation, which appears from the center. So this is what I'm doing here. Okay, so the same thing has been repeated for all the three. So once all these things have been done, I click on update. And once I have updated, I come back here. So this is what it shows. So I have text in the first column or the first row, then the three boxes which has these icons and the text. Now you would be wondering, where did my background color come from? So what I have done for the background color is very simple. What I have done is I have gone to this. So in this edit column, this is my column for this. So I've clicked on this and I have given a separate class name. For this class name, what I have done is I have gone to my CSS part. In the CSS, what I have done is I've said background color of black. This is the hex color. So I have given the background color of black, saved and refreshed, and this is what you get. And most of you might not be knowing, by default, the Visual Composer comes with a vertical spacing of 35 pixels. So now what happens is I'll show you this. What I mean is, Control X, save this, yes, refresh. Now you see this, the vertical spacing here between each column. What happens is this is the bottom one, so you get a 35 pixel spacing, which we don't need. So what I did was, I know that this is by default within Visual Composer. So I went to my custom CSS file, and in the custom CSS file, what I have done is, this is a code. In this code, I'm saying that my margin bottom, the margin bottom should be 0 pixels. So I don't need a spacing there. And in case I need a spacing, what I can always do is, I can here I can always say, for this I can go ahead and give spacing of whatever I need, a vertical spacing of 20 pixels or 30 pixels as I need. So here, as of now, I don't need this. So added this, save it, go back to this page, refresh. Now you'll see this, there is no spacing, the spacing is gone. So this is how I have done. Our next section of video would cover, so let me quickly head out to, no, I don't want this. Our next section is going to be the talented and experts. The way this is done is a little different, because we are trying to incorporate this part as well as the images here, which is circular in shape, and we have this. So the way I'm planning to do this is, I'm planning to create a custom post type. Using a custom post type, I'm going to call these within the home page. All right. So I will take you to this next video, which will be a video 4 or step 4 of creating your theme and using these images to have your own theme section. Until I start with this, bye for now. Catch you later on the next one.